Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Dunk here from Dunk's Money on YouTube. Hope your day's been okay. Today I was out sunbathing pretty much all day in the garden as it was really hot today. Obviously with the coronavirus lockdown we're not able to do a lot, but at least if we've got a garden we can go out and sit in it and enjoy some fresh air I suppose. Let me know below how you guys are getting on with the lockdown, but I'll head over to the main subject now for today's video, which is I'm going to talk about the real importance of building up a credit score, especially if you are, say, in your 20s, your late teens, and now would be a really good time to build up a credit score. And I'm going to talk to you about ways that you can build up your credit score quite easily and relatively safely. So let's start by explaining what a credit score is. Now I'm talking from the perspective of the United Kingdom, that's where I stay. A credit score is basically a way that companies can score you dependent on the way that you pay back any credit that you've been lent in the past. So for example, say you bought a watch from a jeweller's and you paid that back through a loan, they are giving you a credit to buy the watch because you maybe haven't got the money in the first place, so they're crediting you with money and you're paying it back. Now as long as you pay back the loan amount every month and pay off the loan with no problem, you'll most likely have a really good credit score. Another way that you might build up your credit score is, for example, if you have a car that you pay up, say it's hire purchase or PCP, then every month you're paying back the credit on the car because you didn't have the money there to pay off the car in whole, so you've borrowed money and you're paying that back. And as long as you pay back the amount that you owe every month with no problem, then you will keep a really good credit score. Now, the issue you might find is when you start to not make payments or you miss payments or you're late on payments, your credit score will start to tumble down. And basically, generally, a credit score is a really good way of any new company or any new sort of lender assessing you as an individual, looking at your credit history and saying, well, this guy's quite good, he's paid back every month, he's never caused any issue. Or they might look and say, well, this guy was really late with payments, he's never paid off a debt, he's actually gone bankrupt, and then they can judge if whether or not they want to lend you money. If you think of it from your perspective, if say for example you had two little cousins, like I do, and one came to you and said, here Dunk, can you lend me some money so I can go and buy a bicycle? If that cousin has borrowed money before and paid me back really well, I would say no problem, here's the money, go and get a bicycle from Halfords, and I'll even throw in a pair of bike lights. Whereas my other cousin, if they'd never paid me back and always took the money and just kind of laughed about it, I would say, nah, jog on, you're getting nothing out of me this time. Now, I know that's really simplistic, but that is the basic essence of a credit score. It is your score in terms of the way that you have paid your credit back over the last few years or months. So a credit score is really important, say, if you want to take a mortgage on to buy, say, your first home. So for example, say you go to Barclays on the high street and you say to Barclays, look, I want to buy a £100,000 flat. I've got a £10,000 deposit, which is 10%, the magic number. Any chance you can lend me the money, the 90,000, so I can buy this house? What Barclays will then do is look at your credit score. So by this point, this is why you want to build up a credit score, so they can see your credit score and they can base their judgment off your previous credit history. And they'll either say, yeah, he's paid back all his debts really well over the last 5 years, say, for example. Or they'll go, no, he's never paid back, he's causing all sorts of issues for his creditors, so we're not going to lend you the money. Would you lend £90,000 to somebody who had a really poor credit history? No, probably not. Now, you've probably seen the TV adverts for example, Experian, who will do your credit history check for you. So you can do a credit history check and see where you currently stand. So imagine it's scored out of 100. Obviously, the higher you get to 100, the better your credit score is. And there are loads of ways that you can build it up. As I said previously, if you take out, say, small credit on a watch or a car, and just demonstrate you can pay it off, or even take on a credit card. Take on a credit card from your own bank. Make sure it's one that you can pay off each month, and just use the credit card. This is what I did when I started off. I took a credit card, and I would use it to buy my fuel. So say it was £50 a month or £70 a month on fuel. I knew the following month through a direct debit, I could pay that credit card off. It would never cost me any money. And little did I know that actually all that time I was building up a really clear nice credit history, so that when it came to me going to make bigger purchases, for example purchasing property, they could see, well, Dunk from Dunk's money, he's always paid off his credit card in time. He paid off his phone contract. He's paid off, various other things. I've always paid my things off. And as long as you stick to that, you'll build up a nice credit score, which will help you with the big purchases like buying a house. Because you have to be careful. You don't want to get too much credit for buying things, consumer products like watches and jewellery and clothes and things that aren't going to give you any value. But if you can use the credit to purchase things that will hopefully bring you value, for example, buy a property today and you've got it for 10 years, then hopefully in 10 years' time you made some money for yourself. That's what you want to be doing, is using the credit to make yourself money. But that's a whole different subject, which I'll go into in a separate video. But in a nutshell, your credit score is a history of your liability and dependability and ability to pay off credit that's been lent to you, and it's really, really important that you keep your credit score well. Don't take on excessive debt, only take on debt that you can afford to pay, and that way you will build up a nice credit picture. Now, if you have any other questions, just post them below in the comments section. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and that way you'll get all my latest videos. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy this channel. Now, that was a very simple explanation, but that's basically building up a credit score in a sort of nutshell. So, hope you enjoy. Take care.